Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier sessions, we had looked into how to create the list and how to add items into the list. And in this session, let's see how we can access the items from the list. So, getting items from the list is nothing but called indexing. So, today let's learn about indexing in list. Indexing means to get a particular item from the list. We use the index operator, that is square bracket, to get an item from the list. The first element is at the 0th index and the last element is at n-1 index. There are three types of indexing. One is the positive indexing, second is the negative indexing, third one is the nested indexing. So index values can be either positive or negative, but they cannot have float values. They can either be positive or negative, but cannot have floating values. Nested list items can be accessed by using nested indexing. So now let's go into detail into all these three types of indexing. Positive indexing, it traverses from left to right. So 10 is at the left position, 100 is at the right position. So positive indexes traverses from left to right. That is, the first item will be at the 0th index, second will be at the first index, third will be at the second index, and so on till n-1. Since it is starting from 0, the last element will be at the n-1 position. And now suppose I am having a list 1 which is having 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. If I say print lst1 of 0 square brackets and if I specify the index value, that is 0, it will print the first element 10. If I say lst1 of 2, then it will print 30 because it is 0, 20 is at first index and at the second index we are having the value 30. If I say lst1 of 9, so 9 is nothing but the last index. Since there are 10 elements, the last index will be n-1, 10 minus 1, so it will be 9. So we get the value 100. Now if I try to access list 1 10th index, since the last element is at the 9th index, we do not have anything at the 10th index. So it will raise an index error telling that the item is not present in the list for this particular index. So now let's look into it practically. So let me create my list 1 equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and then 100. Let me run this. Okay, now if I say lst1 is square brackets and if I specify the index as 0 and if I run the code, I get the value 10, which is the first element. If I say lst1 of 2, so it is 0, 1, 2. So at the second index we are having the value 30. Now if I run the code, I get the value 30. If I say lst1 of 9, if I run the code, I get the value 100. Now if I say lst1 of 10, the 10th index is not present. So we don't have any item at the 10th index. Now if I run the code, I get an index error specifying list index out of range. So we do not have any item at this particular index and is not able to fetch the item. So we get an index error. So this was about the list indexing, that is the positive indexing. Now let's take the same list and try out with negative values. I'll delete all these items. Okay. For negative index, the last item will be at the -1 position index. Last but 1 will be at the -2. Last but 3 will be at the -3 index value. So now if I say lst1 square brackets minus 1. So it will print the last element, that is 100. Now if I run the code, I get the value 100. So minus 1 represents the last element and it traverses from right to left. 90 is at minus 2 index value. 80 is at minus 3. 70 minus 4. 60 minus 5. So it keeps on coming in this particular manner. Now if I say LST1 of minus 2, so it is 90. So if I run the code, I get the value 90. Similarly, if I say LST1 of minus 9, if I run the code, I get the value 20 because 20 is at minus 9 position. And if I say LST1 of minus 10 and run the code, I get the value 10 since 10 is at minus 10 index. Now if I give an index which is not present, negative index which is not present, that is minus 11, we again get the same index error. Sorry, it's LST1. If I run the code, list index out of range, it is an index error. So we have to give the index which is present within the range. If it is out of range, it will give out a error telling that list index is out of range. So this was for the negative indexing. Now let's look into nested indexing. So for nested we have to have nested list or a string within the list. So let me say my LST1 is equal to, it can have a integer value, a string or another list. So let me have an integer value, one string called Python and another list 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is okay. Let's go into the explanation first. So we have seen that the positive index and we have also seen the negative index. It traverses from right to left. And now for nested indexing, let's take an example. The usage of multiple indices to access items within nested list is called nested indexing. So this is my list 1, which is having the first item as 1, the second item as Python and the third item as another list. So now I'm having first item as 1, second as Python, third as another list, and each of the items is separated by commas. Now if I run this code, if I specify LST1 of 0 and run the code, I get the first item, that is 1. If I say LST1 of 1, then I get the string Python because it is the second item of the list present at index 1. If I say LST1 of 2, then I get the innermost list, that is the nested list. Now if I want to access items like Y, T, H, O, individual characters within the string, then I have to go for nested indexing. And if I want to access individual items within the inner list, even then I have to go for nested indexing. Now if I say LST1 and then again 2. So LST1 of 1, if we take, what did we get? We got Python. So LST1 of 1 is Python. In that I want the second index value. So P is at 0th index, Y is at first index and T is at second index. So when I execute this statement, I get the value T. And now if I say LST1 and then 5. So here LST1 of 1 is nothing but Python. In that I want the fifth index. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is n. So when I run the code, I get the value n. Now if I use some negative index, instead of 5, if I say -1, and if I run the code, I again get n. This is because LST1 of 1 is nothing but Python, and I'm having -1 index. So it is the last item, last character, that is n. So we got the value n. Now if I say LST1 of 1 of -2. So LST1 of 1 is Python. In that I want -2. So -1 is n, -2 is O. So when I run the code, I get the output as O. So this is how nested index, that is more than one indexing, works in Python. Now let's access the items of this inner list. So LST1 of 2, this list is nothing but LST1 of 2 is this particular list. In this, if I want to access the first item, I have to specify 0. So when I run the code, I get the value 10. So the first item I have got by using the index 0 for the list 1 of 2. Now if I say LST1 of 2 and then 3, if I run the code, I get the value 40 because LST1 of 2 is this particular list. In that I want the third index value 0, 1, 2, 3. So third index value is nothing but 40. Now if I say instead of 3, if I say -1 and run the code, I again get 40 because -1 index we are having 40. If I say -2 and run the code, I get the value 30 because -1 is holding 40, -2 is holding 30. So LST1 of 2 is this particular list. In that the -2 element is 30. So to access individual items within the list, we go in for nested indexing. And to access the characters within the string, we again go in for nested indexing. So hope so friends, it's clear for you the positive indexing, the negative indexing and the nested indexing. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to my channel to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.